pilot's duty is built on trust, the trust that he will protect the aircraft and every soul on board and bring them safely to their destination. On March 24, 2015, that trust was shattered forever. Germanwings Flight 9525, an Airbus A320 flying from Barcelona to Dusseldorf, took off on what was supposed to be a routine morning flight. The sky was clear, the weather was calm, and nothing suggested that this journey would become one of the most disturbing tragedies in aviation history. On board were 144 passengers and 6 crew members, families returning home, students traveling with their teachers, people lost in their own thoughts, unaware that their fate had already been sealed. In the cockpit sat Captain Patrick Sondenheimer, an experienced pilot, and First Officer Andreas Lubitz, a young and seemingly professional co-pilot. As the aircraft climbed smoothly to 38,000 feet and entered cruise mode, everything appeared completely normal. The pilots talked casually, flight instruments were stable, and the cabin remained quiet and relaxed. After some time, the captain followed standard procedure and announced that he would briefly step out to use the restroom. Lubitz calmly replied, "I have control," a routine phrase in aviation that signals full responsibility has been temporarily transferred. The captain smiled, exited the cockpit, and the reinforced door closed behind him. At that exact moment, the situation changed forever. Lubitz's expression hardened. He reached for the autopilot panel and deliberately dialed the altitude down from 38,000 feet to just 100 feet, an action that is never accidental. The aircraft immediately began a steady descent toward the French Alps at an alarming rate. Lubitz then locked the cockpit door in manual override mode, ensuring that no emergency code from outside could open it. Air traffic controllers soon noticed the unexplained descent and repeatedly called the aircraft but received no response. Inside the cockpit, Lubitz sat silently, breathing calmly, fully conscious and fully aware of what he was doing. When the captain returned and realized the door would not open, panic set in. He knocked, shouted, pleaded through the intercom, entered the emergency code. Nothing worked. As the aircraft continued to descend, warning alarms filled the cockpit, shouting terrain ahead, pull up, but Lubitz did nothing. Outside the cockpit, the captain grabbed an emergency axe and began striking the reinforced door with all his strength, knowing time was running out. In the cabin, passengers began to sense something was terribly wrong. The plane was descending rapidly, screams filled the air and fear spread as the mountains grew closer. Despite every desperate attempt, the door did not break. At 10:41 a.m., Germanwings Flight 9525 slammed into the mountainside at high speed, instantly killing all 150 people on board. Investigations later revealed that this was no accident. Andreas Lubitz,